Striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat battery like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type. Energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different type. Energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this. Winning team going crazy, it's like a mosh pit. Lonely at the top, don't give what it's costing. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Edgar Berlanga with an identical height and reach of 185 centimeters. And he'll be facing Lerrone Richards. He's 180 centimeters tall and has a reach of the same, 180 centimeters.
Nobody knows who's gonna win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is the...
So it's Edgar Berlanga. Fought Canelo Alvarez, was unsuccessful there, but did go the distance. And then we saw what...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, the outstanding knockout artist known as the Chosen One, Edgar Berlanga. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Surrey, England, a British and Commonwealth super middleweight.
The fans are ready, and we're expecting an all-action slugfest. These two were made for each other. A perfect counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Nice counter shot. Counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. That counter shot lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? are not going to let this one go to the judges. Lerrone Richards in trouble here. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you... do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Hold it right there. The chosen one. Is he about to go down? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice counter. Incredible work rate. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. That bell... The bell rings and we start the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
A flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
His stamina is off the charts. Good counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter shot. Good defense there to stop that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Don't change too much. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So far, the offense has been better than the defense. The jab doesn't quite connect. And he scores with the counter. A lot of effort being exerted here. There's a counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Perfect counter lands. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweights.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Lerrone Richards in trouble here. And Richards just got buzzed. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
Richards in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Right, you got complacent. Fight's not good one. Don't forget the jab.
There's the bell to start round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab doesn't find a home. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Punch caught him clean. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Catch and shoot. They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Edgar Berlanga in that last round. And a round that seemed like Let's start the 6th. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Stamina is off the charts. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. What would you tell this guy he's got to do something different?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get that jab back. The boxing.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. You
Get out there and win this round, all right? Only one round that you lost. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Round 7, here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Couldn't land that jab. Nice counter punch. Can't land that jab. Nice counter. And he scores with the counter. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Lerrone Richards in trouble here. And down goes Richards. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Misses with the straight left. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Richards in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Just keep... What are you doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there.
There's the bell to start round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Holding nothing back here in the round. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Just stick a few body shots.
And we enter the night. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
He misses with that straight left. Beautiful counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab misses. Counter shot lands. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges can.
We've made it to round 10. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. That left hook won't score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Oh, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And that will do it. What a victory. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.